Welcome back to another BO7 spawntube tutorial. In this video, we'll be checking out the map Retrieval. Now, in theory, this map should be pretty easy to tube on, but I can understand why some people still do struggle on this map. So hopefully the lineups I have to show you will help improve your efficiency on this map. So with that said, let's go ahead and get started. Starting off on the attacking side, I've got 4 spots to show you here. These will cover all of the possible routes the enemies can take at the start of the round, beginning with this first one, which is just going to cover all of the enemies that run straight forward out of their spawn cave just before they go up into the train or around it towards A. Now, this spot will depend on where you're standing on the team during the countdown. So for example, if you are spawned at the very far right of the team where I am right now, then you're going to be looking towards this tree specifically right here, and then you're going to aim towards the top of the cloud right about there. So again, this is if you're on the right side of the team. If you're more in the middle, like right here, you're going to aim in between these 2 trees right here, and again the height is the same, towards the top of the cloud like so. And if you are spawned more towards the far left of the team, like right here, then you're going to aim at this tree directly, and again the height is the exact same, towards the top of the cloud. So once you've determined where you are spawned on the team during the countdown and where you'll be aiming within the trees, again just look towards the top of the cloud like so, and then jump and shoot at the exact same time to give the tube enough distance to reach the part of the cave where it will land and kill hopefully 1 or 2 enemies.
Top of my list.
Next part, I'll be showing you how to tube the enemies that run immediately to the left, right out of their spawn at the start, and are headed towards one of the 2 exit ways out of their spawn cave that lead to the B-bomb. Now I will say right now that this spot is really the most effective when you are the one that's closest to this corner right here during the countdown. So if you find yourself more towards the left side, just as a warning, you might not be able to hit anyone in time because you have to be really quick with this spot. But let's just say you are the one spawned closest to this corner. What you'll do here is back into the corner very quickly like so. Look in between the 2 trees right here. Aim just above the top of the cloud, and then just jump and shoot at the exact same time. If you do this quick enough, you should be able to get a few of them that are running up the cave towards the far left exit ways that lead to the B-bomb just in time. Next part, I'll be showing you how to tube the enemies that run up the left side of their cave. This time are going out of the opening that is directly to the left of their train just before they get to the B-bomb. Now this spot is a perfect secondary spot, so I would recommend just shooting your first tube down the middle with the first spot I showed you, just because it's going to take a little bit of time for the enemies to actually get to this opening of the cave. So again, after shooting your first tube down the middle, you're then going to wedge yourself into this corner, just like in the previous spot. Almost the exact same lineup. We're going to aim in between these 2 trees, but this time we're going to be looking at the lower half of this cloud, just like this, and that's it. There's no extra movements required. Just once you have this lined up, you just shoot and hope you get somebody coming out of that opening. And for the last spot on this side, I'll be showing you how to tube the enemies that run alongst the far left pathway of the cave and hit them just as they reach the opening of that cave before they get to the far left side of the map. Now just like the previous spot, this spot is also a perfect secondary spot to the first tube, but at least I would recommend shooting down the middle first, just because it's going to take a lot of time for the enemies to actually get to this part of the map, so you might as well take advantage of shooting that first tube first. But once you do have your second tube available, just wedge yourself in the same corner as the previous 2 spots. This time we're going to be looking in between this set of trees right here aim right in the middle and look up until you are lined up within the very middle of the cloud, just like this. And again, you don't have to do any extra movements. You just have this lined up and you just shoot when the time is right as they get to that end of the pathway on the left side. Now switching over to the defending side, here I have 3 spots to show you, which will again cover all of the possible routes the enemies can take at the start of the round. Beginning with this first one, which is just going to hit all the enemies that are running down the middle stream in front of their spawn headed towards the center of the map. For this spot, you want to make sure you have enough of an opening to where you can see this tree right here in the distance. You want to aim towards that, and then you want to look up until you are lined up just above the top of the cloud, like so. And here you're just going to jump and shoot at the exact same time, and this is going to land at the end of that river in front of their spawn. Next spot, I'll be showing you how to tube the enemies that run up the snow path on the right side of their spawn just before they make it past the turbine. For this part, we want to move forward and to the left until we have enough view of this hill all the way in the background, and we want to aim at this part of it right here, and then look up until we are lined up just above the cloud on the left side. And from this point, you're just going to jump and shoot at the exact same time, and this tube will land right behind that yellow turbine.
Top of my list.
And for the last spot on this side, I'll be showing you how to tube the enemies that run alongside the cliffside path on the left side of the map. For this spot, we're going to run forward and lean ourselves up against the ice, look towards the door of the train, and then look up until we are lined up again just above this cloud. And you don't have to do any extra movements, just have this lined up and then shoot normally. This is going to land on that left side path.
We are almost out of time. Buckle down and take this.
And that's going to do it for this video. I appreciate everyone that watched to the end, or if you were just here for certain spots, I appreciate you too. Hopefully I was able to help you out with your lineups in case you were still struggling with that on this map. And I do plan on getting to the Season 1 maps as well, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you subscribe to this channel if you have not done so already, and follow me on all my other social medias as well. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.